What's up there, world? It's your man Joe. Came around just to found that you need to know. Sorry if my eyes closed. I only have one contact lens in, and that's why my eyes always closed. I don't know why is it like that, but it happens. Um, Today that we're going to be getting into the discussion in women in tech. This has been going around just recently. Um, I know there's a lot of like propaganda to get women into the teching field because there's more men in this field than there are women. And hey, princess, how you doing? Um, and my thoughts on this is, I mean, if women want to become in tech or become an engineer, then that's fine. But my thing is that trying to propagate um propagate women into, or not propagate, yeah, put propaganda to get women into tech. um I think trying to force women into a field that's they're probably not gonna be more than likely to go for it. Just as you can bring a horse to streaming water, but the horse that doesn't mean that the horse is going to drink the water. So, and my thoughts on this is about women in tech. It's like it didn't really come to mind to me as much because I remember like a couple of like maybe like a year or two, like because I was overhearing a conversation between the two female coworkers, because we had like a female editor, even though I didn't really think about seeing her as a female editor. I just seen like a editor that's just seemed qualified to work. Um, and I heard overhearing that those two, and one of the employees was saying, how do you feel about being in a male dominated space, you know? And to me, as an editor myself, I mean, yeah, I mean, at least for me, I'm pretty much around like a bunch of guys, but I don't think it as it, seen as like a male dominated space. I mean, just a bunch of guys that are qualified or seem to qualify to do the work. Um, yeah, I'm doing good, princess. Um, yeah, so as far as that, and I see the media trying to encourage women into becoming more into the become or trying to get them to become um 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 tech engineers due to because of the male, because the this field is pretty much male dominated. To be quite honest, I think I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna give more intake, but what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I know I got like two people watching me and stuff like that. So, like, how do you feel? How do you feel about women in the tech field, or women in the uh yeah, tech field, like engineering and stuff like that? However, I will say if it's like a propaganda to kick out the men that are in the engineering factor to get more women so they can kick out the men that are in the tech field, then yeah, I think that would be a problem. But I think it's nice. I would love to work in the tech field. Oh, okay. But here's another thing that people are kind of been, not people, but people who propagate the whole trying to get women, or how can they get more women into the tech field, is the fact that I do think that, especially in job, I mean, not just in the tech field or just in any field, I do think that women at some point that have to choose between work and family and stuff like that. And especially if they have, men in their lives, if they have husbands or something like that, either they're gonna choose the whole to work or to become stay-at-home moms. And I guess some cases they're gonna choose to become stay-at-home mothers or choose a job that's more fitting for them. And I do think that women would probably be more than likely work in childcare, um, or you know and yeah, pretty much in like in childcare and stuff like that. Um, How can we get women to be more get more women to attract into the tech field is I don't know. As long as you are qualified, that's what matters and the right fit for the job. I agree, Miss Sparky. I agree. If you are qualified to do it, but here's the thing. Let's say because here in California, I think next year in yeah, this coming year actually in 2019, California, where you have to hire women. And I think even if you were to hire women, you have to think about from a from a boss perspective. If I were to hire just only women, I think that's kind of bit like, that's not really good because at some point, some of these women are going to get married or get pregnant. Just hiring only women, I think that's causing is going to cause possibly. I don't know, but I'm not saying it won't do the same thing as for men. But hiring only women, especially when it comes to leading, they're gonna take time from from that. I mean, as far as for coding, I don't know much about coding, but let's say if somebody has to leave for like for months at a month at a time, wouldn't that be make the the company be in more danger if that were if it's only for like if the job was only if it only had like only female staff. Difficult. I tried. Somebody said I tried coding for free online. It was very It was very difficult. I'm sorry. It was difficult, and I gave up. See, this is what I mean. If you are qualified to do it, I'm not saying that women can't do it, but and I also think that this is probably propaganda to get women out of the homes to not to get out of the homes. At least that's pretty much what I'm thinking. Um, yeah. So yeah, I think it would be better to take code classes at first. But it was a coding class. I gave up on it. Yeah, if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But I think the media is trying to get women into things that are not qualified to do, not online. Yeah, it made it simple. Like I think, like was it MySpace was the one was the very first time when people started to use coding about certain things and stuff like that. Yeah, that was the good days. I feel old. I feel like I'm revealing my age. Um, yeah. Maybe I should like do like news or something. I'm gonna do like news. Do news. Do news. Do news. That's pretty much. Do you think I? We're not talking about the flute, Miss Tatiana. We're not talking about a flute. We're talking about women in tech. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. We can talk about the flute later. Right now, that's not the subject. That's not the subject. Okay. Mm, that's not the subject. That's not. the subject at all. But what if the women in tech start having the babies? What about that? What about like let's say if the women in tech starts that want to have the family and stuff like that. So even if they are qualified, but let's say down the line, let's say the company is doing well, but all of a sudden, they got pregnant and now they can't, do this, stuff like that. I mean, those things can come up occur. I'm not saying that women can't do it. I'm just saying, what if those things come up occur? I mean, I'm just thinking about more, not just women in tech, but also in business wise, not just in the tech, but in business, in the business world as well. I think that we should also bring that up too, especially businesses, um, and stuff. I mean, and on, you know, I think it depends on the women. Okay. Oh, we got four people now. Oh, we got four people now. Oh, we got three people now. Do any people like, I don't know, about to say something. I know this is gonna be out of text or out of the subject, but I was wondering, do you guys think I should open up a GoFundMe instead of a Cash App? Yeah, I think GoFundMe would seem to be more appropriate. Sounds more, you know, people would help you because I know most of the content that I put out is not all of them are monetized. So yeah, yeah, I get pushed. I don't know. The companies may be hiring frequently. Yeah. And then I think this whole, especially since that whole Me Too movement, and I've been hearing that some companies are not even hiring women be due to that. Not just that, but and the feminist movement and stuff like that. Now that the companies are not all companies, but they're starting to maybe have a little mistrust with the women. I mean, as far as what I've heard. I should schedule more of these because they would still be able to hire men too in 2019. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully they do. I mean, I think yeah, because because without men working, the whole civilization would fall. Just like how that whole what was that that Women's Day, women don't work for a day, where women just don't go to work that day, and all of a sudden it's still an everyday thing. It's still an everyday thing. But if it was a day that men stop working, I think that'd be different because men work at the sewers, Yeah, men work at the sewers, the disgusting jobs, the what's it called it, the most dangerous jobs. So if they had a day where men just stopped for a day, yeah, the whole economy would crash, possibly, probably more than likely if there was a day like that. The Me Too movement needs to go. The Me Too movement isn't helping women too much. I think it's actually helping women look bad. The whole feminist ideology is making women look bad. All in general. From being hired out. So, not in all jobs, not all jobs. If the job, I think is they wouldn't eliminate the ones that are the most dangerous. But if it was like pretty much a comfy, cozy job and stuff like that, then yeah. And also, you got to think about like, especially women with kids, they're probably more than likely to leave early from work. And I've seen this a couple of times actually. But so yeah. So yeah, I'm not saying that all women would, but I think, but most of the time, I'm talking about like women with kids. Not all the time. I think I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. I could be biased just by saying this. I think women, wives who are married with kids and a husband are probably more than likely to leave home early than it is a single mother. I could be wrong. More than likely to leave work early because I don't know. Maybe I'm just like I said, I'm just spectating and stuff like that. Some women work in certain fields who have children. Our our family tend to be to be in education more and no, I was kidding. I mean, well, I think women are being into technology a lot more since the ones at least in the 90s before, well, in the 90s, in the early in the 99 in the 2000s. But but okay. Mm, Oh, and family tend to be more maybe in education fields. Hmm. I don't know if they would pursue a tech field if the hours aren't convenient with children. Yeah, yeah. I agree. If the hours are flexible, because I don't know what are the hours of a tech person. Let's check. Let's. I'm gonna do a little research. Let me see. Let me get up on Google. Okay, take mm, hours, hourly salary. These charts show the average hourly wages as well as the average total hourly compar sorry compensation for a job of a manufacturing engineering technician. Uh, I in the United States, the average hourly rate for a manufacturing engineering technician ranges from 20 to $26 with an average hourly pay of 23. What's the hours? California. Is a tech engineer is it like a 9 to 5 job or is it like a or is it more? I think it might be more. Yeah. Yeah, but we're talking about like the hours though. And do you think that if you were a web developer, I think it is past 9 to 5. Oh, okay. It'd be 9 to 12 in the morning, 9 to 3 in the morning, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Would I be able? Do I want to work that long though, as a guy? If it gave me a little extra money, I probably. I mean, I think any person that's willing to do it, to go to that extra mile. But we had something more to talk about in this subject. But I think I pretty much talked about everything. I don't know. Is there anything that I'm missing, Miss Miss Sparky? I need to know. Am I missing anything in this subject about women in technology? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that women should be in technology, or you think it should be a choice, or do you think that women are probably more than likely to pick other jobs or pick the stay-at-home route or something like that? And Princess Tiana, what do you think as well? I'm all open to discussions. It's a tech field. Oh, okay. Do, 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 do. Sorry, that's my alarm clock. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Yes. Miss Sparky says, I think the tech fields are mostly male dominated, and women not be hired, may not being hired at the same rate as men that may be qualified. Hmm. Do you think it's due to there's some heavy lifting in that tech field? Because I don't know. So I think they need to hire women in 2018 that may help women be hired who are qualified. That's if they are qualified. But I think that the laws are forcing companies to hire women. These are the SJWs and the social justice warriors are trying to force them due to, yes, if they are qualified. But I think this, well, hmm. Well, what if this was a move, not just tech companies, but all companies in general, for those who are not qualified to try to take them down. Let's say if you run a business, right, and in order, even though they're trying to push laws that try to make companies to hire women, even if they're not qualified. What if there was another way for them, for the elites to get them to their agenda, to do to their agenda, for an example, um, here in the workplace, you can't really speak on, like, the well, not, yeah, homosexuality or the transgender. You cannot do that, or you can't say, this person is originally male. You got to tell them that it's a female or something like that. What if that, in order to keep your business like this, you have to hire women and you have to do all this and stuff like that. Let's say if it's another agenda to break down companies and stuff. So yes, I was thinking that too, about being an agenda to take down to take down like smaller companies or even big companies in some cases. Like if you're going against the grain. So 333. It went like 333 twice. I just saw that in the live number, like next to the live number. In the agenda. Yeah, I do. I do agree. I had so much to say. Like earlier, I said I had it in my mind how I strongly would like feel about it and stuff like that. And I guess when I try to get on live, I try to put it out, but I just can't put it out the way that how I would put it out. So I don't think I do not know what to add in this tech conversation. Well, it's almost 2019. Okay, you need to get with the program. Okay, I'm gonna say the most sexist thing. Woman, go make me a sandwich. I want a turkey. I don't want no. I don't want no salami. I want turkey. I want a turkey sandwich. Man, I want a turkey sandwich. Either turkey or roast beef. A roast beef sandwich. That's delicious. Roast beef's delicious. I'm silly. I'm like that sometimes. You got two legs. Go make yourself a sandwich. No, I gotta get wifey to do it. I gotta get the wifey to make me a sandwich. I don't feel like. I don't know. Like, I want to get. I want to get. I want the wifey to make me a sandwich. Okay, because I want to appreciate her for making me a sandwich. Okay, that's all I want. It's a turkey sandwich with some mustard, tomato, Miracle Whip mayonnaise, and spicy mustard. Um, spicy mustard. Some onions. Sandwich is easy. Oh, really? So get some guacamole. I like Jersey Mike's sandwiches. They're overpriced, but I like them anyway. I'll get one of these. See, she's abusive. She's abusive. She always says, she says she's gonna get me. She abusive. Somebody help me. Yes. I made you a sandwich. What? What? I am the man of the relationship. No, I'm not gonna go that far. Well, there goes my female uh audience. That's okay. I'll just go to Subway and I'll make sure a woman makes me a sandwich. Excuse me. Man. Yeah. Oh man. I'm gonna do stand-up comedy on here. Do stand-up comedy Monday, Friday night. Watch, I bet in the near future nobody's gonna be going outside. People gonna watch like stand-up while doing this and stuff. Like, hey, it's your man Joe. We're gonna tell some jokes. You know, how about them airplane food? You know, that's what you get. No, I'm not sexist. Am I? Wifey, am I sexist? That's a good question. I need to know. Yeah, you kind of don't want to alienate your audience. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to remind them that they have to make a sandwich for their husband. Yeah, let's not do that. Oh man. Like honestly, I would appreciate if my wife would have, my wifey make me a sandwich before when I came home. I would appreciate it. I don't, and I think I don't know. I would like to appreciate that. Like come home to a clean house. That'd be awesome. I work all day, the whole house smell like pine saw. And pine saw and bleach. Just to let you know that the whole house is clean. uh I don't think so. You can make her a sandwich also sometimes. Yes, sometimes, but all the time she gotta make me a sandwich. You know, gosh darn it. If I put a roof over her head and bath water on her, hair, or, a nice hot shower, and the plates and the china plates and stuff like that. Why not? Why can't I just have a simple sandwich? Why can I not? Okay. That's all I ask. If I give her a house, she'll make it home. Okay? And all I ask is make me a homemade sandwich. Ain't that? Now we're over here talking about sandwiches. Talk about sandwiches. Sandwiches. Y'all say sandwiches or sandwiches? Sandwiches. Like, bruh, man, from the fifth floor, I was out here just making some sandwiches. Making some sandwiches. Pickled sandwiches. Pickled sandwiches. You're just gonna get like two pieces of white bread or wheat and just put pickles in the middle. Yeah, make a good sandwich. Who makes a good sandwich? Subway or Jersey Mike's? That says Subway. Okay, Subway. Mixing sandwiches. Jones barbecue foot massage. I'm trying to think another sandwich place. I can't remember. Is it like a mom and pop shop or is it like a real? It was called the Ultimate Cheese Melt Meatball Sub. It had garlic in it too. Ooh. Sandwich. Um, Making me hungry. That was my plan all along. We were gonna talk about sandwiches so another person can get hungry. And I know that they ain't got no food in the refrigerator. So that was my evil plan the whole time. I think it was pizza. Oh, sorry. I think it was a mom and pop shop sandwich. Oh, okay. Yeah, those make the best sandwiches. Mom and pop shops sometimes. Now you know what to eat. Yeah. Why do people complain about their jobs? I've seen people do that before. People want to complain. Using lamb chops. Ooh, I haven't had lamb chops. And when was the last time I had lamb? I know it's this year. You know what's crazy? How come meat when chicken and pork are the most inexpensive, but the lamb and buffalo and deer and what's it oxtail is like one of the most expensive meats out of everyone. Job can be tough. Yes, a job can be tough. Why is my hat like that? My hairline is showing. Cause I like lamb. I don't like. I'm trying my best not to eat pork anymore. I try. I know. I'm trying to stay away from pepperoni pizza and sausage. The bad delicious one. The bad delicious pizza. But actually, now I'm eating beef on my pizza. So I'm eating beef and mushrooms. So that is fine. I know. Thank you. Thank you. I should have put like talking with JoJo. It's how was it over here in California? I heard that people were freaking out because it was raining. Like it rained before. Duh. I feel bad eating meat right now when I think about it. Well, I don't. I don't feel bad. The animals are so cute. Yes, the animals are so cute. But when it comes to hunger, we feast. They don't know how to drive in the rain. I don't like driving in the rain, especially in LA. Yeah, actually, we just recently had some rain. Yeah, it was raining hard too. Yeah. If I want to go somewhere, you should drive it away. You should drive it away. I ain't driving nowhere. I'm gonna stay inside the house. And if there's no food in the refrigerator, I guess we both gonna starve. You talking about LA? You talking about LA traffic? No, I'm not doing that. No. I will drive in the rain when I get my license. Sure you are. Sure you are, dear. Sure you are. Sure you are. Oh yes. I would just take it over. Uber. Mm. I would do. I would probably just get you like one of those pedal cars. Like they're like bicycles, but they're like in the form of a car, kind of like so you can drive in the rain that way. Sure, people are gonna pass right by you, crazy, but you know, it takes like an hour to go a block in a car. Dang, you must been in the woods or something. Miss Sparky, where you from? Where you from? Where you from, cuz? Where you from? Oh, Southern California. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. We got another Southern California person. Sup, cuz? Sup, cuz? Head back to Los Angeles. Yeah. Yeah. Start a GoFundMe saying, trying to get back to Los Angeles. Need like $2 million to live here. 2 million. 2 million to start to live here. Yes. $2 million. That's that's too cheap. We need like $5 million. No, $10 million. No, you need $50 million to live here. Oh, 45 minutes. I'm like from 30. I'm like 30 minutes. Driving wise, it's like 30 minutes. Costs too much. What kind of car you drive? You might got those. You gotta. I know you see like a lot of Mini Coopers around here, so start drumming. Just start getting a Mini Cooper and stuff. Nice to live in Los Angeles. Somebody said, Miss Tiana said, you don't need that much to live in Los Angeles. As much to stay unless you are looking for an expensive place. All places are expensive. It's very rare to find at least a 800 apartment that costs like an $800 apartment. It's very rare. Very rare. And you say there are places like that. It's called Bakersfield and stuff. But it's too far, especially if I'm still working. Yes, very rare. I would, if I was like a rich billionaire, I would start have like a house for an Airbnb, especially because of the whole property thing. Because the property here is rising. Property is here because of that, because of the Airbnb. Trying to move Las Vegas then. Yeah, 8,000 and up. I even hear Vegas is rising up due to because of people, due to because California is moving there. Not just Vegas, but Texas as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, Miss Sparky, how do you feel about the California fires over there in Malibu? Were you affected by it by any chance, or because I know I smelled the smoke, I smelled the sulfur, but I wasn't affected by anything. It was like 2 hours off where I was at. Price seemed to increase, whatever. Yeah, and I was thinking that since that California fire happened, I was wondering if Malibu property things goes down because everything's burnt up. No, okay. Yeah, because it's expensive to live out here. It's expensive to live out here. Yeah, I just hope that nobody brings their SJW doctrine, Californian SJW doctrine, to another state. Because you don't want that. You definitely do not want that. When can you move out of California like everybody else? You got moving out money for me to have. Do you have $10,000? Do you have that? Do you have $20,000? That'd be nice. I wasn't affected by the fires, health and location wise. Oh, okay, yeah. I smelled the smoke. Well, that's no, I smelled the fire. The fire was in the air. I smelled the fire. Yeah, I smelled the fire in the air. So you do not need that much, girl. You must not be grown long enough. No, this is not the '90s where you can just leave and just go whenever you want. No, you have to plan. You have to go out there. No, just can't do. This is not the '90s. Today Monday or Tuesday? I always feel like today is Tuesday. It's expensive to move out. Costs too much. Costs too much as rent and more. Yep. And that's why I think robots are slowly taking our jobs. They took our jobs. They took our jobs. They took our jobs. But it's so true. Robots are slowly taking our job. Have you been to McDonald's where they have those robotic menus, like those robotic menus in those? Yeah, they're slowly taking our jobs. Like I always say, robots are the new Mexicans. Robots are the new Mexicans. Yep. Sooner or later, America. Well, we've already been like that, but America is gonna be like Japan. We're gonna have a lot more adult diapers than baby diapers. I mean, you see a lot of people, especially couples. They have like a lot of they have a lot more pets than there are children. But maybe that's just that's what I see. And sooner or later, well, I just hope that we keep a close contact with the Lord Christ Jesus and still have a personal relationship with Him. And since there's a blood moon coming up, actually, I heard that there is a blood moon coming up in January on the 20th. I do believe that something is going to happen after that. I also I also saw an article where someone moved to LA with $200. With what? Did they get an apartment after that with the $200? Like, did they win a prize? Did they win a prize? Yeah, I remember. I only saw two of the blood moons. I think it was last year or the year before. I don't know. I lost count, but I think I saw the two, the third and the fourth blood moon. I saw that one. Those are pretty. That was a pretty color, but still a blood moon. Yeah, California. Yeah, you know, I haven't seen it. Well, I haven't seen it yet. I need to pay attention next time we have a blood moon. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because as soon as it's always, I always see like until like as soon as I see a blood moon, it'll be the day after or the week after it happened. So at least that's what I've noticed when I look at the blood moons. There's always something happens after. You gotta pay attention to that. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I think this blood moon is probably gonna wake up some people in the year of 2019. Do I think is there a chance for repentance? Probably. Like fires and tornadoes or fire nados. Yeah. You said fires and tornadoes. There's also been fire nados. Just like that movie Fire Nado, the sci-fi movie the driver makes in California. When you talk about like downtown Long, I wouldn't even risk it. I'm not saying it's not bad, but in the Uber driver and make in California, especially in the traffic, especially if you're going to be driving like a lot of drunk people, make sure you gotta clean your car a lot more, lot more frequently. Um, in the world, yeah. So Uber driver, not saying it can't happen, but you know, I think yeah, I do not want anybody to touch anybody's vomit. I'm just saying, if you want to drive people around, that's fine. I'm thinking like as far as for traffic wise in Los Angeles, it's not worth it to me. You can try it if you want, but you know, tornadoes. I heard that this year after the eclipse in August prophesied. Yeah, it was in the Sci-Fi Channel when I heard about the fire tornado. So yeah, but something like this, no, this is abnormal. Like having fires like that, that's very abnormal. I think the rapture already has happened. I mean, the I haven't left the house in 5 years, bumming out. My parents doing nothing really, but writing notes, following, depersonalizing isn't real. No, the rapture hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. The rapture has not happened yet. So if it did, it would have been like a it would have been worldwide. You would see it in the news, like people went missing. You know, California when it goes down. No. I don't want to see the rapture. Too bad it's going to happen. Too bad it's going to happen. No, I don't want to be here in California. And if it did, At least I want to be where, and probably like in Riverside, because if it's in Riverside, it's pretty much in the mountains. I can just go over the state that way, and whether you like it or not. Maybe I should. What happened? Nah, it's already happened. Come to my dimension. Okay, let's see where this is going. Goes down. Let's just hope that we all have floaties. Let's just hope that we're gonna go to the Lord how to walk on water. I always want to talk to him about that. Like, can you teach me how to walk on? I want to ask the Lord, like, can you teach me how to walk on water? Just like, like. I do ask him about that. He seems not to want to leave California. Like it takes money to leave. Not to say that I don't want to. It takes money. Because I can leave right now and just sleep in a tent. Go to another state. Like, do you want me to do that? Me too. I asked him if I could part the sea when I was like a child. Yeah. I'm gonna do that too. Like, please, Lord. That'd be awesome. I mean, it'd be like the most like departing the sea. That'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome. Like water bending. Well, like water bending. That's the best way I can describe it. Like water bending. Not like the Avatar, but well, yeah, like water bending. I like that water bending. Yeah, I feel like people all over the world join hands. Come repentance, repentance. People all over the world join hands. Come and repent, come and repent. It's almost 12 a.m. It's almost 12 a.m. here. Yeah. I have like another 20 more minutes. You're probably going to get off. People all over the world, join hands. Come and repent, repent. People all over the world, join hands. Come and repent, come and repent. Yeah, it's 9:40. Yeah, it's 9:42 here. Yeah, this is California Southern Time, cuz I need to stop saying that. Cuz I feel old saying that. Cuz like that's like an old term. And surprisingly, there's still Bloods and Crips out here, and I thought that was a long time ago kind of thing, but I guess they're still happening here. It'd be cool if like YouTube had like a feature where you can call somebody on live chat and make it feel like it's a radio talk show. They still live on. Yep. We'll see everything pink. We'll see every pink. That would be cool. Yeah, that's why you gotta. That's why I gotta hold her hand tight so she won't go anywhere. How to get Princess Tatiana? Get a large pink, like pink, pink van. Get a large pink van. I don't think. I don't think I've heard of her, Miss. Yeah, actually, there was an article about a woman that wants to live a Barbie lifestyle. She decorated her apartment as like a Barbie, like a life-size Barbie doll and stuff like that. Yeah. What you mean California is too hot in the summer? Compared to other places? Have you been to Texas? Have you been to Vegas? Those places are hot. Compared to California, they compare nothing. I mean, it gets hot because well, maybe it's because I'm pretty much nearby I mean, I used to be nearby the shore side. So yeah, at the time, yes, I've been to Arizona and Texas. They're hot as well. You know, that is funny. I hope it's organic. I bet, I bet you had like a 10 or something. Excuse me. Hold on.
percentage off of that 50 people
Mhm.
because it's a new company.
Mhm.
Say you come in, you know, and you get three people in, and they get three people, and the three people, your percentage is going higher. Your check gets bigger. It
Mm.
grows.
That.
That's how it works. You know, as a multimillionaire that started the company because he wanted to see Uber. What's happening is they're stealing a lot of Uber people and Lyft people because Lyft and Uber people are tired of making all this money.
Yeah.
And this is worldwide. Worldwide. They're gonna go on worldwide. And say you get up to 50K,
Mhm.
you get a free trip around the world, and they pay for it, and it's free. Flight fares and everything, and cruise fares. You know,
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. What y'all talking about? All right. Let me see. Let's see what y'all talking about. Let's see what y'all talking about. What is it? Los Angeles. Wait, keep going in and out. You have to have a job or roommates or live with family. Yeah. However, here to live in California, yeah, you need all the above. That's why I always say you have to have a job to live out here. You have to. You have to even have two jobs. Two jobs to live out here. No, four jobs actually. Four to live in one messed up apartment. That makes no sense. It's hard to get out there. Yeah, people voted for that. I can't believe it either. We buy reusable bags, and it takes us, and take, and yeah, and take it with us. Yeah, we have to because they charge like 5. It used to be 10 cents. Now I think it's now 15 in some places. Gotta remember to bring bags to go grocery shopping. In California also. Yeah. It's mostly Mexican and Chinese and Jamaican. That's why I think it's a good idea to not to say not to have jobs in here in America, but I think all over the world. Don't just stick here in America, even though foreign countries. I don't know. And you must understand that I do think that part of the homelessness is the reason why the high prices and the higher the prices, the higher prices in housing, the more homelessness and and people get into drugs, especially if they go to like Skid Row, down to in Los Angeles. But at least we're not in San Francisco. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. Or become a model or celebrity. Becoming a model in this day and age is not relevant. I think in order for you to become a model in this day and age, you have to have a large following on Instagram or just on social media. That's the only way to become a model, and and the and the following has to be like legit. You can't just like get like pay people or go to a website where you have to have like a bunch of bot followers. It's not gonna work like that. I'm thinking about modeling, but I have low self-esteem. And they are really mean. I don't understand when they are really mean and don't understand when people are homeless. Yeah, and then and we had this discussion before. I told him that most homeless people are on drugs. Most of the homeless people here are on drugs. I'm not saying that you can't help the homeless here, but you have to be very, very careful when you do that. Just like just like I made the video um just recently where I was at Skid Row. I was walking and I had to hide my camera, and I was doing it in broad daylight, and I had my jacket with me, and I had my GoPro on my head. I had to use the GoPro strap and everything, and I had to be very careful, and especially where you're stepping, because a lot of them have they use like they take heroin and they use the heroin and inject them, and they just leave it on the ground like it's nothing. You have to be very careful. You have to be very, very careful. And especially since there's not a lot of clean spaces, especially a lot of homeless people do poop and pee in the streets. A lot of hepatitis can happen. You know, you got to be very careful. And a lot of homeless people are making money off of the sympathy of people. That's why a lot of that's why a lot of regular people are not really much helping them. They're not helping the homeless as much. They know there are there are healthy homeless people. Some of them are just refusing to get a job, or I'm not saying that the people are not helping them. I'm not saying that at all, but there is a chance. Uh, some of them are making money. off of the sympathy of it of sympathy of the people to give them money, because I have seen homeless people with I have seen homeless people with cell phones in their hands. I think they're probably using it for music or something like that, or using the Wi-Fi. But still, it's still afford. Some homeless people can't afford some things because most of the things are very inexpensive. So, like cell phones, they're very even though they seem to be very expensive, but they're very inexpensive if you get a good deal. So seem to be going in and out. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Yeah. I don't know if anybody my video's going in and out. They're trying to stop me. Every time they press that button right here. I don't know why. I guess they're trying to stop us to give out the message. Or they're trying to stop us from getting out the message. Can everybody hear me now? Yeah, I think they're trying to stop. Snap. Okay, I kind of see you freezing. Let me see. Do I have any programs open? Yeah, let me get rid of this Google search. Let's see. Is there anything? Anything? Well, yeah, like I was saying, that you have to be very careful. Careful. I don't know if you heard me or anything. You have to be very, very careful. I don't know why. Things the come on. It's only